thing that nobody talks about. Did you know that over 50% of men over 60 experience some degree of erectile difficulty? I had a patient walk into my clinic in Toronto last month. 72 years old, retired teacher from Mississauga, and he told me something that honestly broke my heart. He said, "Dr. Whitman, I thought this part of my life was just over. I figured I had to accept it and move on." But here's what I told him. And here's what I want to tell all of you watching right now. You don't have to accept it, and the solution might be sitting right there in your kitchen, waiting for you every single morning at breakfast. How's everyone doing today? I hope you're feeling good, feeling strong, and ready to take control of your health. Because today we're going to talk about something that affects millions of men, but rarely gets discussed openly. What you eat in the morning can directly impact your ability to get and maintain an erection. I know it sounds almost too simple, right? But stick with me here because I'm going to explain exactly how certain breakfast foods can make your body more responsive, improve blood flow down there, and help you feel like yourself again. And I promise you, this is all backed by science and over 2 decades of clinical experience. I'm Dr. Claire Whitman, and I specialize in men's health. For more than 20 years, I've been helping men across Canada deal with prostate issues, low testosterone, erectile dysfunction, and everything else that affects vitality as we age. I've worked with thousands of men in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s, helping them regain their confidence, their strength, and their independence. And today, I want to help you too. Before we dive in, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos on men's health. And if you want to be part of today's conversation, drop a comment below that says I'm staying strong at 60. Go ahead, type it right now. It's a little commitment to yourself, and honestly, I love reading those comments. All right, let's get into it. As a physician, I hear the same concerns over and over again from my patients who've hit that 60 mark. Sure, they talk about blood pressure, joint pain, maybe some stiffness in the morning. But you know what comes up almost every single time when we're behind closed doors? It's the bedroom stuff. The fact that things just aren't working the way they used to. And guys, I want you to know something important. This is completely normal from a medical standpoint. Here's what's happening in your body. As you age, your testosterone production naturally decreases. This hormone is absolutely crucial for sexual desire, muscle strength, and the quality of your erections. The decline usually starts around 30, but it becomes much more noticeable once you hit 50 and 60. On top of that, blood flow to the genital area tends to decrease because your blood vessels become stiffer over time. This happens due to aging itself, but also because of diet choices and lack of physical activity. And remember, an erection depends almost entirely on good blood flow to the penis. If the blood can't get there efficiently, you're going to have problems. But here's where it gets interesting, and this is what most men don't realize. A lot of this comes down to what you're eating, especially in the morning. Think about it. How many guys start their day with sugary cereals, white toast with jam, or just a double-double from Tim's and call it breakfast? No judgment, we've all been there. But those choices are actually working against you. High sugar, low protein, and missing essential nutrients like magnesium and healthy fats. That combination is a recipe for disaster when it comes to sexual function. The good news, there's so much we can do about this, and it starts with choosing the right foods every single morning. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through 5 specific foods that have been scientifically shown to support erectile function in men over 60. These foods help improve blood flow, support natural hormone production, and give your body what it needs to perform. Let's go through them one by one. The first food is the banana. I know, it's almost too simple. You can grab a bunch at any grocery store from Vancouver to Halifax for a couple of bucks. But don't let that simplicity fool you. The banana is packed with potassium, a mineral that's essential for maintaining stable blood pressure and keeping your blood flowing smoothly. Why does this matter for erections? Because your ability to get hard depends on your blood vessels being able to deliver blood efficiently to the penile tissue. If you've got high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or stiff arteries, that blood flow gets compromised, and so does your erection. Beyond potassium, bananas also contain vitamin B6, magnesium, and small amounts of tryptophan. These nutrients work together to help regulate your hormones and your mood. And let's be honest here, Psychological factors play a huge role in sexual function, especially as we get older. Stress, anxiety, feeling down about yourself, all of that affects performance. The banana helps on multiple fronts. Here's another thing I find fascinating. Eating a banana in the morning helps reduce excess sodium in your body. Most of us get way too much sodium from processed foods, and that messes with our cardiovascular health. The combination of low sodium and high potassium supports your heart and blood vessels, which directly translates to better erectile function. You can eat the banana on its own, slice it into your oatmeal, or blend it into a smoothie with some healthy fats like avocado. However you do it, just make sure you're including this fruit in your morning routine. It's cheap, it's easy, and it works. Now let's talk about the second food, and this one's a staple in pretty much every Canadian kitchen. The egg. Whether you like them scrambled, poached, or sunny side up, eggs are one of the most complete sources of protein you can find. In just one egg, you've got essential amino acids, B vitamins, choline, and healthy fats. Everything your body needs, especially when you're over 60. From a sexual health perspective, here's why eggs matter so much. They contain choline, a nutrient that's involved in producing acetylcholine. That's a neurotransmitter that helps regulate nerve signals, including the ones related to sexual desire and function. Choline also supports fat metabolism and liver function, both of which are important for maintaining healthy hormone levels in men. But that's not all. Eggs provide high-quality protein that helps maintain muscle mass. This is crucial because when muscle mass decreases, testosterone levels typically drop as well. And as we've already discussed, testosterone is the primary hormone supporting sexual desire and erection strength in men. Now, I know some of you might be worried about cholesterol. I hear it all the time. Doc, aren't eggs bad for my heart? Here's the truth. For most people, eating 1 to 2 eggs per day is perfectly safe and actually beneficial. The healthy fats in the yolk, in moderation, support the production of steroid hormones like testosterone. Just don't fry them in a ton of butter or oil. My recommendation? Have your eggs boiled, scrambled with minimal oil, or combined with vegetables like spinach and tomatoes. That gives you protein, fiber, and antioxidants all in one meal. It's the perfect way to start your day. All right, moving on to the third food. This one might be a bit pricier, but trust me, it's worth every penny. I'm talking about the avocado. Now, I know avocados have gotten a bit of a reputation as that trendy millennial food, but here's the thing. They're one of the best sources of healthy fats you can eat, and those fats are incredibly important for sexual function. The monounsaturated fatty acids in avocados play a key role in maintaining cardiovascular health. And remember what I said earlier, erectile function depends heavily on a healthy circulatory system. If your blood vessels are clean, elastic, and your blood is flowing freely, your body's ability to achieve and maintain an erection improves dramatically. Avocados also contain vitamin E, which is a powerful antioxidant. This vitamin helps protect your cells from oxidative stress, including the cells in your genital area. Antioxidants also improve sperm quality and circulation. Plus, avocados are rich in magnesium and zinc, 2 minerals that are directly linked to testosterone production. A lot of men don't realize that magnesium deficiency can make you feel tired more easily, increase stress, and gradually lower your male hormones. You can add avocado to a smoothie, spread it on whole grain toast, or just eat it straight with a squeeze of lemon. 1/2 to 1 avocado per day is plenty to get the benefits. So if you've been thinking of avocados as just a fancy snack, think again. They're a key part of your nutritional strategy for stronger erections and better hormonal balance, especially after 60. Now here's where it gets interesting. The fourth food might surprise some of you, but it's been shown to support blood flow and sexual desire in some pretty compelling ways. I'm talking about dark chocolate. And before you get too excited, I'm not talking about a Kit Kat bar or a Caramilk. I mean real dark chocolate with at least 70% pure cacao. Dark chocolate is a natural source of flavonoids, which are antioxidant compounds that have a direct effect on blood vessel health. Flavonoids help increase the production of nitric oxide in your body. Nitric oxide is responsible for dilating blood vessels, which improves blood flow throughout your entire body, including to the penis. As I've mentioned several times now, a strong erection depends on smooth blood circulation, and dark chocolate provides natural support for that process. It also helps reduce blood pressure and improve insulin sensitivity. Both of these factors are often problematic in men over 60. On top of the physical benefits, eating dark chocolate in appropriate amounts can positively affect your mood. It stimulates the release of endorphins and serotonin, two compounds closely associated with feelings of relaxation, confidence, and desire. In the context of sexual activity, being in a calm and positive mental state makes a huge difference in your body's natural response. But here's the important part. Not all chocolate is created equal. Chocolate loaded with sugar, milk, and trans fats can actually have the opposite effect. So choose pure dark chocolate and consume it in small amounts, about 20 to 30 grams per day, as part of your breakfast or as a healthy midday snack. When you do it right, you're not just enjoying a delicious treat, you're helping your body maintain healthy erectile capacity naturally. All right, we've reached the fifth and final food. This one's often overlooked because people think of it as just a snack, but it's got huge potential for increasing nitric oxide levels, which, as you now know, is essential for erections. I'm talking about nuts. Almonds, walnuts, peanuts, cashews. All of these contain essential nutrients that directly support male sexual function. One of the key compounds in nuts is arginine. This is an amino acid involved in the production of nitric oxide. Without enough nitric oxide, your body struggles to maintain an optimal erection. Nuts are also a source of healthy fats, plant-based protein, and essential minerals like zinc, magnesium, and vitamin E. Zinc, for example, has been shown to be useful in testosterone production. Magnesium helps calm the nervous system and maintain hormonal balance, both of which are important for your body to respond well to stimulation. Here's something else that's fascinating. The natural antioxidants in certain nuts, especially walnuts, help fight chronic inflammation in the body. This inflammation often goes unnoticed, but tends to worsen blood vessel condition and accelerate the decline of sexual function as you age. You can eat nuts as a healthy snack or add them to your breakfast. Mix them with plain yogurt or sprinkle them on oatmeal. Just remember to eat them in moderation because even though they're healthy, they're also calorie dense. A small handful each day is enough to provide comprehensive support for vascular function, hormonal stability, and erection endurance. Now, I promised you guys something special, and I'm going to deliver. A lot of my patients ask me, Dr. Whitman, how do I actually combine all these foods into one meal? So here's a simple breakfast recipe that incorporates all 5 foods we've discussed. I call it the Vitality Breakfast Bowl. Take half a cup of oatmeal as your base. Slice in 1 banana for potassium. Add 1 boiled or poached egg on the side for protein and choline. Top your oatmeal with 1/4 of an avocado, diced. Sprinkle in a small handful of mixed nuts, maybe 10 to 15 almonds and walnuts. And finally, grate about 20 grams of dark chocolate on top. That's it. 1 bowl, 5 powerful foods, and you're giving your body everything it needs to support healthy erections naturally. Try it for 2 weeks and see how you feel. I'd love to hear about your results in the comments. Before we wrap up, I want to share some additional tips that are just as important as the food itself. Because here's the truth. Diet plays a huge role in supporting sexual function, but your overall lifestyle matters too. Some simple habits, if done consistently, can amplify the benefits of the healthy eating we've been talking about. First, get some light physical activity every day. You don't need to run a marathon or hit the gym for 2 hours. Walking 20 to 30 minutes each morning is enough to keep your blood circulation flowing smoothly, improve insulin sensitivity, and even help your body produce more testosterone naturally. Exercise also helps maintain a healthy weight, which reduces the risk of erectile dysfunction. Even just walking around the neighborhood or taking the dog out counts. Second, make sure you're getting enough sleep each night. Chronic sleep deprivation decreases testosterone levels, increases stress, and disrupts erectile function. Ideally, adult men need about 7 to 8 hours of good quality sleep. I know it's not always easy, especially if you've got a lot on your mind, but prioritizing rest is one of the best things you can do for your sexual health. Third, manage your stress wisely. Chronic stress causes your body to release excess cortisol. In high amounts, cortisol disrupts the hormonal balance of testosterone and decreases sexual desire. Take time for relaxation, light meditation, or activities that help you feel calm and emotionally comfortable. Maybe it's fishing, maybe it's watching the Leafs game, maybe it's just sitting on the porch with a good book. Whatever works for you, make time for it. Fourth, avoid habits that interfere with sexual function. Smoking, excessive alcohol consumption, and foods high in sugar or processed ingredients are all working against you. Starting your day with sugary foods like white bread, sweetened cereals, or too much caffeine makes your body tired quickly, increases insulin resistance, and worsens vascular function. Cut back where you can. And finally, remember that consistency is the key. Healthy eating and lifestyle habits won't give you results overnight. But if you do them every day, even small changes bring big benefits over weeks and months. I've seen it happen with so many of my patients. The guy from Mississauga I mentioned at the start, after 2 months of following these recommendations, he came back to my office with a huge smile on his face. He said, "Doc, I feel like I'm 50 again." That's what's possible when you commit to taking care of yourself. So there you have it, everyone. We've covered a lot of ground today. By choosing the right foods in the morning, bananas, eggs, avocado, dark chocolate, nuts, men over 60 can noticeably improve their circulation, balance their hormones, and support stronger, healthier erections naturally. No pills, no expensive treatments, just real food and healthy habits. Always remember that positive changes don't happen overnight. The real key is consistency, an integrated lifestyle approach, and the awareness to take care of your health little by little. And all of that can start tomorrow morning on your breakfast plate. If you found this content helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you'd subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. This space is designed to support you and help you live a fuller, healthier, and more independent life as you age. I genuinely love what I do, and nothing makes me happier than hearing from you guys about your progress. Speaking of which, I'd love to read your comments. Tell me which habit or food you're planning to incorporate starting today. And don't forget to write your personal commitment. I'm staying strong at 60. A small step shared with others can create big changes in your life. I've seen it happen time and time again. Thank you so much for staying with me until the end. I'm Dr. Claire Whitman, wishing you health, energy, and motivation always. Take care of yourselves, gentlemen, and I'll see you in the next video right here on the channel.